The Los Angeles Lakers faced numerous problems during their 123-116 loss to the Golden State Warriors on Thursday night. Turnovers, poor defense, and a lack of chemistry were all contributing factors. However, the most glaring issue was their inefficiency in shooting, especially from Luka Doncic. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you stay updated on the latest Lakers news. Doncic, the Slovenian sensation, had his roughest game since arriving in Los Angeles. He went just 6 for 17 from the field and missed all 6 of his attempts from three-point range. His performance stood in sharp contrast to what fans have come to expect from him, especially after his red-hot shooting stretch in March. Against the Warriors, however, the numbers made the difference clear. Struggling to get into rhythm, Doncic was constantly surrounded by defenders and showed signs of frustration throughout the game. From the start, Golden State made it a point not to let him get comfortable. They mixed up their defensive tactics, sending double teams, cutting off space beyond the arc, and forcing him into tough, contested shots. Again and again, he ended up taking deep off-balance threes or driving into a packed paint with nowhere to go. But Doncic wasn't the only one affected. The Lakers, as a unit, failed to generate the type of movement and spacing needed to ease the pressure on him. There was minimal off-ball activity, which allowed the Warriors to clog passing lanes and stifle the Lakers' offense. After the game, Doncic didn't make excuses. He didn't criticize the strategy or point fingers. Instead, he accepted responsibility and admitted he didn't play well enough. "This kind of performance is unacceptable," he said. "I couldn't put the team in a position to win." His remarks reflected his high expectations for himself and showed why this performance likely stung more than others. Just weeks ago, Doncic had been rewriting Lakers history, setting a new franchise record with 64 made three-pointers in a single month while shooting 40.5% from deep. He was electric, leading the offense and living up to the hype that followed his trade to LA. But Thursday night was a different story. He was cold from the start. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick kept his post-game comments short but supportive, choosing not to criticize his star. "It just wasn't Luka's night," Redick said. While he didn't elaborate much, the message was clear. The team needs Doncic at his best and must find ways to help him succeed. The Lakers' offensive issues weren't limited to Doncic missing shots. Their whole system faltered under the Warriors' aggressive and high-pressure defense. When Doncic was locked up on the perimeter, the lack of movement elsewhere meant there were few options for easy passes. Without spacing, he had to rely on difficult one-on-one plays, which slowed the offense significantly. This put added pressure on Austin Reeves and LeBron James to carry the scoring load. Both stepped up. Reeves scored 31 points and LeBron added 33. But their efforts weren't enough to cover the team's other shortcomings. The offense lacked rhythm, and the problems went beyond Doncic's cold night. Unfortunately, the Lakers don't have much time to reflect on the loss. The NBA's schedule continues at a fast pace, and tougher challenges lie ahead. On Friday, they face the New Orleans Pelicans, a physical team battling for playoff position. If the Lakers don't fix their issues quickly, they could find themselves in another tough matchup. Then, on Sunday, the stakes rise even higher with a showdown against the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC has dominated all season and is led by MVP contender Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a hungry, energetic young roster. It's one of the toughest road games the Lakers will face, and a win would be a major statement. To succeed, the Lakers need Doncic to return to form. For Redick and his staff, the top priority is getting him back on track. That means improving ball movement, encouraging more off-ball actions, and creating better looks for Doncic. Spacing will be crucial. When the floor is spaced well, Doncic excels. He finds open shooters, drives to the rim, and controls the game's tempo. But when the offense stalls, defenders collapse on him, limit his options, and force him into poor decisions. It's not solely on Doncic to fix the situation, it's on the entire roster. The Lakers can't depend on hero ball to carry them deep into the postseason. They need a structured offense, one that supports their star and holds up under pressure. There's still time to turn things around, but the margin for error is shrinking. With the playoff race heating up, every game counts. The Lakers still have a shot at securing home court advantage in the first round. To do that, they must bounce back quickly and treat Thursday's loss as a small hiccup, not the beginning of a deeper problem. When the Lakers traded for Luka Doncic, it was a bold move meant to elevate their offense to elite status. Already among the league's top scoring teams, they hoped his arrival would make them unstoppable. Doncic's scoring ability, court vision, and pace control made him one of the league's most sought-after stars. Yet since coming to LA, the results have been mixed. When Doncic is in top form, he's one of the NBA's most dangerous offensive threats. His combination of footwork, strength, and ball handling allows him to create space, and his range stretches defenses. When he's rolling, he can dissect any defensive scheme. The problem is, those performances haven't come often enough. His efficiency has dropped significantly. In Dallas, Doncic shot 46.4% from the field. With the Lakers, that number has dipped to just 41.2%. His three-point shooting has also suffered, and he's struggled to maintain consistency from long range. Thursday's highly anticipated game against the Warriors made that inconsistency painfully clear. Needing a big game from their star, the Lakers instead got one of Doncic's worst performances in recent memory. Just 6 made field goals out of 17 attempts. NBA analyst Jay Williams didn't hold back. Speaking on national TV, he criticized Doncic heavily. Luka's stock took a major hit last night, Williams said. If you're going to be a liability on defense, then you need to be outstanding on offense. His concerns are valid. Doncic was brought in to carry the offense, even if his defense wasn't elite. The Lakers took a calculated risk, expecting that his offensive impact would outweigh his defensive flaws. But recently, that hasn't been the case. As the playoffs approach, Doncic's struggles are becoming a serious concern. The Western Conference is filled with elite teams, and the postseason promises to be one of the most competitive in years. The Lakers can't afford their star to underperform, not when their title hopes rely so heavily on him. Doncic's overall numbers remain impressive: 26.8 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game. But the stats don't tell the full story. His inefficiency has cost the Lakers in key games and made it hard for the team to establish itself as a true contender. Part of the issue lies in the team's system. Integrating Doncic hasn't been seamless. One major problem is the lack of off-ball movement when he has the ball. In Dallas, he played alongside multiple shooters who gave him room to operate. In LA, that spacing often isn't there. Defenders can now focus on Doncic, push him into bad shots, and frustrate him with physical play. Coach Radick, once a sharpshooter himself, knows how vital spacing and movement are. But fixing these issues this late in the season is difficult. The Lakers don't have time for trial and error. The upcoming schedule doesn't offer relief. The Lakers face the Pelicans and Thunder next, two tough opponents eager for wins. The Thunder in particular boast one of the best defenses in the league and will be looking to expose Doncic's weaknesses. If the Lakers hope to make a deep playoff run, Doncic must return to top form. His scoring, leadership, and playmaking will determine how far they go. But if his inefficient play continues, the team could find itself in serious danger. There's no doubt that Doncic has the talent to turn things around. He's proven time and again that he can deliver in high-pressure situations. The question is whether he can do it consistently. The Lakers are banking on the answer being yes. Now it's on Doncic to show that he's up to the challenge. Even with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, the Lakers still have noticeable flaws. Their offensive firepower is elite, but gaps in the roster could prevent them from winning a championship. Because of this, the front office is exploring major changes, and some reports suggest a blockbuster move could be coming. Rumors are circulating that the Lakers might trade rising star Austin Reeves in exchange for a top-tier player, possibly even Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Such a move would dramatically alter the franchise, but could also boost their title chances. According to Caleb Hightower of Sporting News, the Lakers need a dominant big man who can match Anthony Davis's level of production. This idea has sparked talk of a bold trade. Reeves has become a vital piece of the roster, offering versatility, playmaking, and energy on a manageable contract. His fit alongside LeBron and Doncic has made him invaluable. Still, if an opportunity arises to land a true superstar, the Lakers might reconsider their stance. Acquiring Embiid comes with risks. He's among the league's best when healthy, but his injury history, especially recurring knee problems, raises concerns. The physical and emotional toll has been difficult for him to manage. It's honestly been depressing because I want to be out there every game, Embiid admitted to ESPN's Tim Bontemps. Despite the risks, the Lakers may see Embiid as the missing piece. A trade for the reigning MVP would be costly, but the potential reward could reshape the franchise's future. Embiid is arguably the league's most dominant two-way center. He can control games on offense and defense. His mid-range shooting, pick-and-pop ability, and physical presence would give Doncic another elite weapon. More importantly, Embiid would ease the load on both Doncic and LeBron. His presence in the paint would reduce LeBron's scoring responsibilities and offer Doncic an elite pick-and-roll partner. This would also help manage LeBron's minutes throughout the season. Defensively, Embiid would address major concerns. His shot blocking, rebounding, and rim protection would instantly strengthen the team's interior defense. But the question remains, are the Lakers willing to take the gamble? Embiid's health is still a major concern. His massive contract would also force the Lakers to make difficult financial choices. Including Reeves might balance the trade, but additional assets could be required, potentially costing the team valuable depth. There's also the chemistry factor. Doncic already has a high usage rate. Bringing in another dominant scorer could create challenges in sharing the ball and adjusting playing styles. The Lakers are at a crossroads. They have a solid core capable of competing when healthy. But they also have the chance to add a generational talent who could push them over the top. If Embiid stays healthy, he could be the piece that completes their championship puzzle. However, the risks, injuries, cost, and fit make the decision complex. With the trade deadline looming, all eyes are on the Lakers' front office. Will they go all in for a third star or stick with their current core? Only time will tell, but one bold move could change the NBA landscape overnight.